But this time, why am I brain blanking? As you can see, we're ranking the starter Pokemon. There we go. Brain blank for a minute there. But we're gonna rank all the starter Pokemon we got here. Now, I will say, Chaboy did not finish Gen 8 and 9. I started him for sure. I've like got to the point where I evolved the starter I picked, which I believe in Gen 8, I picked Sobble, got Inteleon, and I was like, oh, I made a mistake. Uh, right? Should have looked up what the final evolution was. Yep, never making that mistake ever again. It's not even like I don't normally do that. I was just like, you know what, this one I'm just gonna go in, blind, see what happens, da da da. Should not have done that. And then I think Gen 9 I picked Fuecoco, but like didn't even keep my starter on the team, I'm not gonna lie. Which to a lot of people, horrible. Why would you do that to evil? To me, Buddy is ass. All three of the starters, Gen 9 is ass. Actually, Sprigatito is not the worst. Still not very good though. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not even like a person that be hating on any of this. I think every starter is actually really good, except for Gen 8 and 9. I think Gen 8 and 9 just really sold on them fucking hard, and I think probably the best generation for starters might have been Gen 6, Gen 3 or Gen 6. Facts. I like almost undeniable because Mudkip, Torchic, Trico is crazy, and what am I saying? Froakie, Fennekin, Chespin, also fucking crazy. I also think, honestly, I think they did really good with Gen 7 starter evolutions. I think Linton, Rowlet, Popplio is really good. And I honestly think I'm forgetting the names of all their middle evolutions, to be honest, right now, but I think all those are really good. I think Decidueye is really good. I think Primarina is really good. That motherfucking Lucho Libre motherfucking cat. He's good in comp, right? Obviously, he's good in comp. But like visually, I hate that bastard. I'm not gonna lie. I hate him. I hate that he stands up on his two legs. I hate that he just looks like a grown man cat. I hate that. It's the worst. I no. That genuinely might be the worst thing they ever did to a starter. Next to Embor. Embor is also pretty bad in my opinion. Embor is pretty trash in my opinion. The rest of them though I think has some solid work to them. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I was a big. You know what? I'm actually still kind of this. I am a Chikorita line hater too. I think the Chikorita line is trash, and I think Cyndaquil's line only works in 2D format. The second you put him in 3D format, he's trash. To be fair, it's a lot of them don't translate as well over to 3D than 2D, but genuinely Cyndaquil in 3D is garbage. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so trash. It makes one of those things where it's like, oh, if I saw a Cyndaquil, like if Pokemon were in real life and I saw a Cyndaquil, I would not want that motherfucker. I'd be like, oh, no, why would anybody pick this? I'm like, obviously, one, I don't know why I would pick that anyways, Totodile Gang, but still. But let's hit the bong so we can start ranking some of these fools. All right, let's get right into it. So first, got my boy Bulby here. Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur, A tier. I think going back and looking at the original starters, when you really break it down, they are like the nostalgia definitely like gives them points, but when you break, they're kind of basic. But Bulbasaur is probably the most creative out of the first three, I'd say. Especially because Charmander's just a rip. If you know anything about Charmander, Charmander is ripped straight off of a manga that came out before Pokemon came out. So I mean, the create you can't really say that was being creative because they didn't even create it. But Ivysaur D tier. Not gonna lie, not an Ivysaur fan, but he does just kind of look just like Bulbasaur. Venusaur, we're back to A tier. Mega Venusaur, I'd say B tier. I think Venusaur I think Bulbasaur does have a very solid line, but I don't know. Venusaur just never been my favorite. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I'm a Charizard guy, right? I think a lot of people are Charizard guys, but I am a Charizard guy. Now Charmander, I'm gonna put B tier because like I said, I think Bulbasaur a little bit better, but Charmeleon, I'm gonna give A tier. I will say it does do a similar thing where it looks very similar to Charmander. But I just like the way it develops more. Charizard S tier. Charizard's S tier. I mean, gang, combination of anime. He's been in like every game. He's got 2 S tier fucking Mega Evolutions. I'll A tier. Why? But bro, he's got some of the best megas. Like, it's hard to not have a really strong place in your heart for Charizard, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I've met many people that are genuine Pokemon fans that don't at least fuck with Charizard. You know what I mean? But then we got my boy Squirtle, which I'm gonna put him right at B tier. With my boy Charmander. I mean, like I said, he is just Water Turtle, but he does get a lot of points just off of nostalgia. Wartortle is getting B. I'm not gonna lie. Again, same thing, very similar, but I really like the kind of wave tail design. I wish they didn't really abandon that. Sometimes, like I genuinely think that if I wish they kind of kept like this wave like ears and tail design they had going on for Blastoise. You know what I mean? But I get that. I guess I get developed into the canons. Blastoise for me, design wise, C tier. I really like him. Like I like using him, but he is just turtle with cannons. And then Mega, I'm gonna put C tier with him. Actually, I'm gonna put Mega in B tier. Because I mean, it is kind of cool seeing the giant Sentry cannon on his back. I will say that. Now, Chikorita, D tier. Bayleaf, D tier. Meganium, D tier. These are some of the most boring Pokemon I've ever fucking seen. I'm not even going front. Some of the most boring Pokemon I've ever seen. Mega Meganium bumps up to a B tier. I like Mega Meganium. I won't even front. Now Cyndaquil. Nah, Cyndaquil can get C tier. But Cyndaquil isn't much higher than Chikorita for me. I won't even lie. Like, if Chikorita's probably the top of D tier right now. Right? Quilava, I actually like Quilava. I think Quilava is more of an A tier. Right? Like, Cyndaquil really comes in its design around Quilava phase. And it really gives, like, angsty teenager. You know what I mean? Like, the way it looks. Typhlosion has to be. No. Yeah, Typhlosion. You know, if anything, we gonna bury Typhlosion. We gonna bury Typhlosion. We know what he did. If you know, you know. We can't rock with basic Typhlosion. We cannot rock with basic Typhlosion, bro. If you know, you know, bro. Brody be nah. Brody's on one. Now, Hisuian. Also, that might not be Mega Meganium. It might be Hisuian. I always forget if these are Mega or just Hisuian. But I think it goes up to A tier. Unless it has the same allegations as OG. But I think it's good. Now, my boy Totodile, A tier from the jump. Croconaw is a D tier. I won't lie. Croconaw is kind of trash. And Feraligatr, C tier. Bro, Feraligatr, while so many people like him, he's literally just big alligator. Like, that's one thing I always get confused about. Feraligatr is genuinely just blue alligator. With, like, he has spikes on his back, I guess. But, like, that's one thing I never got. Feraligatr's blue alligator. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never played with Hisuian Feraligatr, but he looks... His design that I'm looking at right now looks... Let me look it up. Feraligatr. Is it Mega or Hisuian? We're gonna find out right now. It is Mega. Oh, and it's like a... That's the first F tier. That's trash. That's fucking garbage. Whoever came up with that design philosophy is no. Just fucking no. Like, what are we doing? Trico, easy A tier. Grovyle, kind of a C tier for me. But Sceptile's an S. And Mega Sceptile is also a fucking S. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, if you ever play with Sceptile, you know this is the GOAT. This is really the GOAT. I love Sceptile so much. It's unexplainable. He's just so... Like, I don't even really know his base stat total or anything, but something about him, bro. And you know what it is for me, honestly? Me and my friends, we used to play Pixelmon, right, bro? We had a... Wait, I'm just noticing something. One second. We had a Pixelmon server, though. And I had picked Trico, and my Sceptile would just wipe the floor with everybody. I'm so confused right now. What the fuck happened? I don't know. Might have to go through and download the VOD to get the video, I'm realizing, which might be annoying, but it's fine. But, what's it called? Where was that? Yeah, Sceptile, easy S tier for me, right? Buddy is gas. I think the first time I played the Hoenn region, I picked Mudkip, which I have similar feelings for. But, bro, Trico's the one. Every time I play the Hoenn region now, I know I gotta pick Trico. He's the one. Now, Torchic, honestly, S tier. The first base starter S tier. Torchic is a fucking adorable ass fucking Pokemon. I think Torchic's fire. Not too much going. I'm honestly, I think I lied. I think I'm gonna go A tier, but top of A tier. Because he don't got too much going on, but he is, I think, a really solid starter. Then Combuskin, I think is A tier right there with him. Blaziken for me falls to B, but Mega Blaziken is back at A. I think Mega Blaziken should just be Blaziken, and then there should be another form for his Mega, honestly. Because Mega Blaziken actually looks cool as fuck. Now, Mudkip, that is actually the first S tier starter. Like first evolution starter. 100%. Buddy is adorable, right? He turns into what, like, bro. I've never met someone that doesn't like Mudkip. Shiny Mudkip being fucking pink also, gas. Shiny Mudkip's one of my favorite shinies ever. I think Marshtomp is A. And I think Swampert is right back in S. And Mega Swampert's an A, because he's just a big fat lard. Big fat lard ass. But Swampert's definitely an S. I mean, another thing, I've never met someone that doesn't like Swampert. Don't get me wrong, you take that motherfucking Sceptile against your Swampert, and you gonna see who the fucking real menace is, but yeah, your boy knows. Then you got my first ever Pokemon game was Diamond, right? And the first ever starter I picked was Turtwig. My nostalgia wants to say S, but my reality wants to say B, so I'm going to average it out at A. You know what I mean? Grottle, C tier. Grottle was one of my first Pokemon still, and I don't even like Grottle to this day. Man, I think I just have, like, suppressed bad memories of using Grottle, honestly. Torterra, though, underrated S for me. I'm not going to lie. I love Torterra. That one, he is winning out on the nostalgia bid. It might be a nostalgia pick, but Torterra, my first final evolution starter, fucking love that, man. And then the second time I played that region, because I remember I finished the game, immediately restarted it and played it again. Gang, Chimchar. Right up there. Chimchar actually is A tier, maybe S tier. Monferno. I think Monferno is the first. Genuinely, I think Monferno is probably the first mid-tier S. Like the mid-tier evolution S. And honestly, looking at the rest, there may be no others. I'm not a big fan of a lot of mid-tier evolutions, but Monferno hits. Especially because the anime. The anime made Monferno even better, bro. That was gas. And Infernape, I mean, S. Infernape's an S. Everybody loves Infernape. I mean, he's one of the fucking GOATs. Right? Partially because of the anime, but also just, like, in general, he's one of the GOATs. Piplup. Another, I think, bro, I didn't even realize, but I mean, like I said, average, technically, Gen 3 is still above Gen 4 this way, but all the Gen 4 starters for me are hitting A tier. Like I said, Turtwig, I could see if other people put him a little bit lower, but Chimchar and Piplup, I think, are easy A's. Piplup, I has an argument for S, especially because, bro, Piplup does have a strong argument for S, bro. Because I just thought about Dawn's Piplup, bro. Nah, Piplup, yeah, Piplup's an S, bro. Piplup's an S. Because Dawn's Piplup, bro, honestly, that makes it an S. And I'm forgetting the name of the middle tier evolution of Piplup because I know it's Piplup, this one, then Empoleon. Piplup, I honestly can't remember right now. I really like him. I think he's a B, though. He kind of reminds me of Special Agent Oso. Hey, if you know who that is, wait, let me pull it up. You see what I mean, though?
There are 100.
Didn't mean to do that. You see what I mean, though? The special... Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Special Agent Oso. Facts. Empoleon, A tier. Easily. Easy A tier. Yeah, Empoleon is easy A tier. Bro, it didn't even register me. Gen 4 has some crazy starters, too, bro. Bro, my thing is, I feel like people be hating on the newer starters, but because they like expect it to like be some like crazy like insane design with all this extra shit, and it's like, bro, when you really go back, some of the best starters, they didn't have too much going on. They just had like really great qualities to them. Like Piplup didn't have too much going on, but he's like, you can see it's like a little bit of a suit starting, and it's a penguin, but not exactly. Right, you could definitely tell it's like a water, maybe like ice. Maybe it's got ice going on eventually. You know what I mean? Like, it's got good bones. It's got good bones. That's the main thing about starters. They need to have good bones. Snivy. I'm doing this, and I understand other people may disagree. I'm doing this out of personal preference, though. Snivy is the goat. Servine. Honestly, I'll say D tier. I don't like Servine. Superior is back up to the GOAT. Superior is superior. Right? First time I played Gen 5, I had a Superior. Superior is superior. Guess. Tepig? He is a cute little guy. I'll give him A. Nah, B. Tepig's a B. This motherfucker's C. Emboar's D. And Mega Emboar is definitely fucking F. Bro, the Tepig line just gets worse and worse, bro. It is overly disappointing. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Now, the Oshawott line, on the other hand, Oshawott for me is only a C. Duat is a B. Samurott kind of falls to D. Hisuian Samurott, though, is definitely an A. I low-key could see Duat moving into A2. But I think, like I said, Snivy was just the superior starter Gen 5. And Gen 5 is my favorite gen. I think Gen 5 is one of the best they got. But, and then Gen 6 here we go. Gen 6, I will say, I think Gen 6 was really, really good, and I like the starters. But something in my heart does not fucking like the Chespin line. Right? I think OG Chespin, I'll give him a B tier. This Quesadilla fucker, I give him a C tier. Chestnut is a fucking F. The first actual final evolution stage, that is just an F. And his Mega doesn't... Honestly, his Mega actually kind of does save it. His Mega does come back up to a B. It does look kind of sick. But, bro, the Chestnut line is a sell. They sold the fuck out of that. Fennekin line, I don't even like Fennekin that much. I think it's like I said, a lot of them have good bones. Fennekin is literally just a fox. You know what I mean? But, what's this? Braxish or whatever the middle tier one is. Definitely moves up to A, and Delphox is an S. Delphox is cool as fuck. And the whole like witch thing, and Mega Delphox, also cool as fuck. Froakie, come on, S. Frogadier, B. Greninja, Bro, I don't know a single person who doesn't like Greninja. Same thing as the other thing. Like, nobody doesn't like Greninja. And Battle Bond. And his fucking Mega. But I will say, Gen 6 starters did have some of the best Megas out of the starters. I know I don't like Chestnuts, partially because I don't like Chestnut. But just as a Mega, it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking good. I won't even lie. But gang, Battle Bond underused, bro. I think if they had committed and made Battle Bond like something you could use more than just like Greninja, and like something that kind of like transitioned over in games, I think Battle Bond could have genuinely rivaled Megas as a gimmick. Because Megas is 100% their best gimmick. That's why it carries over through games. That's why different Pokemon still get Megas. Like Megas was their best gimmick by far. Regionals is also a good one. I won't lie. Regionals is also a good one. But gang, Greninja and the Battle Bond is just such a cool fucking concept, and like the slight design change, but it's still like you can still see like the whole Ash part of it. Fire. Rowlet, A tier. This dude, A tier. Decidueye, S tier. Hisuian Decidueye, D tier. I don't like that they changed him orange. I think his original color palette is really cool, actually. I very much enjoy the original. I very much enjoy the Rowlet line. Now the Litten line. Litten, honestly, a B. Same thing as his evolution. Incineroar is a motherfucking D. No, fuck that. Incineroar's F. I hate that he stands up on two fucking legs. I hate that shit so much, bro. Right? If Pombon, the new fire starter, stands up on two legs, I'm actually I'm gonna throw a fucking tantrum. It's gonna fuck me up, bro. But we got Poplio. Poplio, I think, is a B tier to start, but I think the mid tier is B tier, but I think Primarina is actually an S. Like, Primarina has a crazy design, super cool and strong. And I like how they finally incorporated Fairy into one of the starters. You know what I mean? Now we're here. Gen 8. Grookey. The Grookey line. C tier. F tier. F tier. Bro, good bones right here. Good bones, right? F tier. F tier. Good bones. Scorbunny, good bones. Sobble. D tier. F tier. F tier. They had some bad fucking starters. Then Gen 8 was some bad starters, bro. Now Sprigatito can get a cool A. Sprigatito's evolution, B. Or is it Sprigatito? This is the Sprigatito line. I don't know the names very well. I'm not going to lie. And Buddy can go right here today. I think this, like I said, this is probably the best evolution line out of Gen 8 to me. For the starters. Fuecoco line. I think Buddy, honestly, also a good, like a solid start. I actually really like. I damn near could S tier this. I damn near could S tier middle tier just because I really like it. But then the final tier, I don't fuck with. I think it's like C tier. I'm not gonna lie. Quaxley, bro. S tier start. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the way Quaxley looks at the beginning, bro. Immediately, they sell the fuck out of Quaxley. The second he starts evolving, it's like, why did he turn into this? Why? Why? It's just not fire. Also, I don't know why they have all the extra Pokemon down here. I think it's just for like the side games, so you could theoretically start with these kind of Pokemon. But I'm just gonna rank like the main starters, which means we're at the final three here, the new Gen 10 starters. Which first we have, what is it? Brout, Pombon, and Gekla. Now I did say. I did already say I'm going to pick Pombon if he stays in all fours. But, bro, the more I look at Brout, the Brout propaganda is getting to me, bro. People have already made so much fucking fan art and everything of Brout. I'm like, he's actually gas. Honestly, it depends what their final evolutions look like. Because I will say, if Brout is grass fighting like they say he's going to be, I don't want him. I like Breloom a lot. But I've used Breloom so much, I'm over grass fighting. I'm not gonna lie. If Pombon is Fire Fairy like they're saying he could be, 100% picking him. I'm not gonna lie. Fire Fairy. I don't even know if they have another Fire Fairy Pokemon, but if he's Fire Fairy, bro, that's fucking gas. I need that. Gekwa, they're saying it could be water poison. Cool. But they're also saying it could be water psychic. If it's water psychic, I really like water psychic, but I'm not a big Slowbro fan. I could get behind that. Water poison? I'm trying to think who else is water poison. Let me look it up. Oh, Tentacruel? Yeah, okay, yeah. So I don't really want him to be poison. Not gonna lie. If he's psychic though, that makes it hard, bro. And then for Brout, I think this is in like a kind of like an underrated opinion. I want him to be like a fat electric chicken. I want him to be either grass electric or grass ground. And originally I was big on grass ground, but then I thought about it. I was like, we have so much grass ground. Like there's one, two. Okay, maybe it's two, but like still, it feels like grass ground. What is Grookey? Is Grookey fighting? Is Grookey fighting or pure grass? It's pure grass. I think that's the thing. I feel like the grass line doesn't have a lot of like multi-typing going on. And because it's not and it's already done grass ground twice. So it's like I don't think he should be grass ground because they've already done it twice. But I want him to be like a fat electric chicken, bro. But I think he's gonna end up being fighting type. But like I said, the Brout propaganda has been getting to me. I think Brout A tier, but honestly, the propaganda is making him S tier. But I'm giving him A tier for now. Pombon for me is an S tier. I fuck with the Pombon. I fuck with Pombon. And Gekwa is right at the top of A tier with Brout for me. And I get it's like maybe they're new, so maybe it's a little bit of recency bias. But like, bro, I think they look fucking gassed. Especially looking at the 2D models. I mean, this is my first time seeing the 2D models, but every time I see the 2D models, it reminds me like, bro, the 2D models so much better than 3D models, and they look gas. They fit right into like, they fit damn near in with Gen 1 Pokemon. I feel like people are hating on them, but I feel like these guys fit in, bro. I'm excited for Gen 10. My only thing is you have to buy a Switch 2 to play it, and I'm really debating if I'm going to do that or not. I do not know. I do not know currently. But that was our ranking for the Pokemon starters. Some would say this is the definitive best ranking, and I would agree with them. This is the absolute best possible ranking of the starters. Right, every starter except for the evil Typhlosion. We will not include him in the lists. But if you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys. The YouTube video after, thank you for watching. Come check out the stream sometime. We're about to move on to a couple reactions.